Hello, we are Kathy and Rosie, and we are studying an MA in English teaching in Mexico. Today, we'd like to share with you the evaluation of a website, which is an assignment in one of our modules. As you know, technology is ubiquitous, and we can witness this every day at work, at home, and at school as well. For example, when reading our mails, texting our friends, searching information about almost everything in the web.
As a result of this ubiquity, second language learning and teaching are now part of this emerging inclusion of technology in all aspects of people's lives. Nevertheless, it is highly important to determine whether this technology do support pedagogical purposes in order to be implemented in classroom, independent studies, and online language teaching and learning. This can be reached through some evaluation criteria such as implementation and user information, interface design, and L2 learning tests.
This video aims at presenting an evaluation of the BBC LearnngEnglish webpage suitability for the context mentioned previously. The criterion we followed for the selection of such a page was that it had to provide students with varied and vast opportunities for form-focused language practice.
According to the CASER, there might be two ways to exploit form-focused instruction, explicit or implicitly. In an implicit instruction, the user is attracted to the target language. The targeted form is presented in context and spontaneously. And finally, the user is invited to use the language freely. Whereas in explicit form-focused instruction, the learner is directed to focus on a target form through the use of metalinguistic terminologies and controlled practice of that form.
Thanks to the previous description, we are positive BBC LearnngEnglish webpage complies with the requirements to be evaluated. This webpage provides users interested in learning or improving their knowledge of the English language with a wide range of activities and tasks that go from explicit form-focused practice such as answering tests and quizzes to implicit form-focused tasks such as writing blogs on a regular basis.
Some of these activities are enriched thanks to the guidance of a language advisor who answers the user's doubts about the language. Moreover, this site does not only target language learners but teachers as well. Teachers can create their own discussion forums on any given topic of their interest in the teaching domain.
In order to evaluate this webpage, we developed a set of questions which were organized in three categories: implementation and user information, interface design, and L2 learning tasks.
The first question: how well does the web page interact with the language a student needs? Question number 2: to what extent is the implementation of this web page suitable into a pedagogical context? Question number 3: how does this page provide the teachers with guidance for its implementation into a didactic context? Number 4: how might the content of the web page motivate or enthuse different age range learners? The second category talks about the interface design, including the following questions. How visually attractive might be the web page to language learners? How accessible to use is the interface for students? Question number 3. To what extent does the web page provide its users with all applications needed to navigate freely? Question number 4. How do the design and content of the web page contribute to the user's entertainment? Questions in the last category focus on L2 learning tasks. Number 1. What kind of feedback is provided after completing the task? How is task connected with authentic situations outside the classroom? How do tasks in the web page promote interaction between form and meaning? How clear are instructions to complete the task successfully?